Just give me just a sec, everybody, while we're just setting things up. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, so let's make a start. The connection seems at the moment to be good, which is what I want to see. So, where are we going to start? First off, hello and welcome. As you can tell, we are now on YouTube instead of on Twitch. So, that's good. Yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. So, let's take a look, shall we? So, we have completed the core Soulshaped class. We're now moving on to subclasses. So I'll quickly do a catch-up of where we are with the Soulshaped, and then from there we will jump over to the subclasses. Hey all! So obviously we have the background, we have our random tables for background ideas and character ideas. We have yet to come up with a mark of fate. That is something we're going to need to do. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to note that down. But we do have an inspired action, so their unique inspired action is you can use your inspired action to roll one of your hit die and you recover soul points equal to the result of the roll. So this is obviously our variant of the sorcerer. So that will help explain some of the design. Heart form is basically, so the law of the soul shaped, because this is a very law, this is law first, then mechanics class. The law is your soul, before entering your body, some exceptions where it can happen afterwards, but generally before it enters your body is touched by a supernatural power that has altered the nature of your soul. And as you progress through the class, your body changes to better reflect this true nature of your soul. So heart form is where you pick the first hint of what you're going to turn into. Currently, the ones we have are Cosmic Heart, which is you have been touched by the raw power of magic, Dragon Heart, Icon Heart, Eternal Heart, Legends Heart, Masked Heart, Outsider Heart, Phoenix Heart, and Primordial Heart. Your spellcasting, same as normal, cosmic spell list, determination for your trait, arcane focus. What this class led me to do is we have actually removed ritual casting from the spell casting feature. It is now a class tag. So if you can cast rituals and rites, you will have the class tag ritual caster. So that's one thing which the Soulshaped does not have. They are not a ritual caster. Their version of Cosmic Bolt is, instead of getting another damage type they can pick, they get randomized damage type. Yeah, the heart forms are the subclasses. Effectively, instead of Sorceress Origin, you now have a heart form. So Font Magic is you get soul points. These act the exact same way as sorcery points. You have a number of soul points equal to your soul shape level. You regain them when you finish a long rest. You can spend soul points to get spell slots. You can create a spell slot of a circle no higher than 5th. You cannot create a circle of spell using this feature that your level of Soul Shaped could not prepare. So if you've multi-classed into like Arcanist 17, Soul Shaped 3, you would only be able to make second circle or lower spells because that's all your Soul Shaped could cast. So this bit's a bit like it's just like Sorcerer. Meta Magic works like Meta Magic. We'll get to that in a bit. Whenever you complete a long rest, you can change your Meta Magic. Third level is the first change to your form. This one is a mechanical change in that kind of your body is now changing to better reflect. It's the first change your body is making to reflect the soul. This one is a change to size, which does have mechanical effects. So if you are a medium creature, you can stay medium, you could become small, or you could become large. If you are small, you could become tiny, stay small, or become medium. If you're tiny, you can stay tiny or become small. So to begin with, it's just a size change. Feat works like all feats. 5th level, you can spend a soul point to re-roll a failed trait test that isn't an attack roll. Yeah, it's 1 up, 1 down for size, or you stay the same. The other thing is when you get 5th level, you gain. So every heart has an associated ancestry or template. A number of features will say, as you progress through the levels, okay, you've hit a point, gain a free template or ancestry trait. In addition to your normal stuff, as effectively your body keeps changing. Soulful Rest, also at 5th level, is when replenishing HP during a short rest, you can use your determination instead of endurance for determining the amount of HP restored, as well as being able to use your hit die. With the meal, you can spend soul points to replenish your HP. For each soul point, you get to roll 1d6. If you spend any number of soul points this way, you can immediately remove either the blind, death, or poison condition. So basically, you can use your soul points to speed up your healing factor. Expanded heart form. So this is the first. Well, no, this and Eternalist are both have had the same effective feature, which is one of the things we made a decision of was no matter what happens, you will be allowed to pick multiple subclasses as you progress through a class. How it basically works is when you hit a subclass feature section, you can either The first one you gain the first tier in a subclass. We'll call it subclass A. From then on, for the remaining three, you can gain an extra subclass, B, C, D, whatever, at its first tier, or you can increase the tier of one you have currently selected. Which for some classes is fine. It's like I have a unique fighting style, or I'm channeling different weird stuff with the emotions. Eternalist and Soulshaped both have a similar problem that your powers are directly tied to a specific entity or thing. So with an Eternalist, your domains are attached to your eternal, your deity, or your philosophy. But what we have done is we've kind of gone, they have primary domain and they have secondary domains. So what we suggest is that if you are picking other domains, look at your eternal, look at what other domains are available. If the current combination you want isn't there, you might want to pick a different god. Um, it's less you're multi-classing because you're still leveling the same class. It's just that you're getting to dip into different subclasses. With the heart form, the way we describe it is consider the entity that made you. So it could be that you have a masked dragon, or an outside touched eternal, or a legendary phoenix or dragon. At which point it will make maybe sense to go, okay, so I get to take the legend heart and the dragon heart. And then what we say is any feature that would give you a template or ancestry feature, or as you'll see later on, give you set bonuses based off which heart you picked. You have to pick between the two hearts which one's giving you your bonus. So define nature, 7th level. You can cement the nature of your form. So if your ancestry say gave you humanoid and you picked outside heart, it would be you remain a humanoid, but you also get the outside creature type. If you picked Dragonheart, you'll get Dragonborn or Kobold, which will give you humanoid and dragon. So you are considered a hybrid, at which point you would get to pick to either keep the creature type of your original ancestry and your heart's new ancestry creature type, or you can pick one or the other. Effectively, you get to kind of more cement what mechanical effects as a creature are you getting. If you picked multiple heart forms, you either keep all of the heart form traits or your original ancestry. I might need to tidy this one up because its wording is a bit confusing. Um, Tap into the future as your other 7th level feature. So as well as picking your creature type, you get an action where you could spend a soul point to gain a heart, to pick your heart form, and until the end of the next encounter or scene, you are treated as being one tier higher. So say you picked Dragonheart and you went, okay, the next tier gives me Dragon Breath, but I'm not at that level yet. You could spend a soul point to get Dragon Breath. And then later on, you could go, okay, I'm not at wings yet, but now I'm going to get to have wings. So that's how that works. Feat, further revelation, you get an additional meta magic option, and you now recover soul points on a short rest. You also get a natural weapon, and this is the first of these features where I reference your heart form affects the core class's progression. So there is a section at the bottom of each heart which will list all of these class features and basically go, if you pick this, this is what happens. If you have multiple heart forms, you have to pick one. Um, so, for example, in this case, if you picked Dragonheart, you would have Dragon Claws. And basically, on getting this feature, you would gain Draconic Talons. Expanded Heart Form, tap into the soul. So, if you use Meta Magic to effect a spell that requires an attack roll, that attack roll is made at advantage. You get one use of Soulful Insight, which was the one reroll on a trait test, once per short or long rest for free. And you also get an Ancestry template feature. Then you go at 12th level. 13th level, you get extra meta magic. You also gain a defensive benefit based off your heart form, and your endurance goes up by 1. And its maximum is increased. Expanded heart form, 15th level, you when you roll for initiative, you regain 4 soul points. You can also use 2 meta magic options on a spell instead of 1 unless otherwise noted, and you get a template feature. 16th level is a feat, 17th level is meta magic, and you get a final option, a final special thing based off what you picked. 18th level, Power of the Soul. You get the wish spell, and you get some modifications to the wish spell. 20th level is the final time we reference your heart form, and it effectively does a permanent alteration. It is the ascension along that heart path. And then you get the standard thing, legendary, get to increase some traits. Your meta magic is attuned spell, which is basically you can change damage type. Careful spell, you can avoid people. Distant spell, increase the range. Empowered spell, you get to reroll damage die. Extended spell, you get to increase the duration. Explosive spell is you hit a target and then it kind of goes out and hits other targets. Focus spell is you get to reroll a failed attack roll. Heightened spell is give an opponent disadvantage against your spell. Morph spell is you get to select one condition, swap it for another. Quicken spell is you change the casting time to 1 AP. Subtle spell is you don't need somatic, verbal, or material components. Twin spell is 2 of a spell. Unstable spell is you hit a target and the spell can jump. And volatile spell is if the spell doesn't deal... If it deals damage but doesn't apply a condition, you can remove a damage die and then apply a condition of a similar result. And widen spell is you increase the size of an AoE. So currently we have Cosmic Heart, which is about overflowing magic. It's kind of playing the... So for every class, there's kind of a subclass that goes, here's this one aspect. I'm the epitome of this thing. Cosmic Heart is that with meta magic and soul points. So it is tied to the Fate Touch template. So as you progress, you get access to bits that Fate Touch template. It kind of treads into similar territory to Wild Magic Sorcerer in that there is a chance that magical effects will happen based off your overflowing magic of your soul. Mostly it's a you roll on the table. So how effectively it works is the game guide can go, hey, you're doing a thing, if you, I will give you a mark of fate, which, and make you roll on the table. If you accept this mark of fate, and it's kind of this, I'm going to give you something, roll on this table, which could have a bad effect. But it does also affect your magic. So here, for example, you can use meta magic that you haven't learned, but you have to double the soul point cost. And you also get additional soul points as you progress through it. You can spend soul points to kind of control the table rolls. And then your quantum magic will let you create up to 9 circle spell slots. So here's kind of where we got to here, but this is where it's going to be for all of them, where we have natural weapons, a defensive bonus, something. And then for this one, there's the Cosmic Chaos table, which is, it's less based off traditional wild magic, it's more based off. So there's an old table I love from my days as a war gamer. Admit that sound like I stopped being a war gamer. There's a table I love from my days as a war gamer, which was a D. Oh, it was a D6. It was a 600 table because it was Warhammer. It was just all of these. It was the Chaos Boon table. It's kind of what I want to do here. I've kind of limited it to it's a D3, and then it's each D3 result has an associated D100 table. So it's, you roll the D3, you roll the D100, you get the table, you get your result on the table. And there's a good table, there's a bad table, there's a medium table. And again, as I said, it's just pulling in this kind of the tides of chaos stuff. But currently, so that's the Soulshaped. That's where we've got to. I've been a bit busy. Obviously, we had our charity live stream on Sunday, and I've been doing a lot of prep to move over to the YouTube. Moving over wasn't actually that difficult. The main difficulty was actually deleting the account on Twitch. Twitch was really difficult about allowing me to do something as simple as delete. Partly because there's an entire thing of you've got to remove your affiliate status, which is a whole thing. And then they went, oh, we can't give you a payout because you haven't hit the amount of money needed. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I just want to leave. So yeah, but so obviously the D300 table we're not going to look at today because that's a whole thing. What I would like to at least do is come up with a defensive bonus, a natural attack, a penultimate thing, and then a final transformation. So for me, cosmic magic is about the stars. It's about the stars. It's the purest, most undiluted form of magic possible. So I have some ideas. My current thought is, and people can feel free to tell me, no, that's stupid. My current ideas are for natural weapons. We could do we could do 1d6 plus your determination unarmed strike. Because it's being powered by basically overflowing magic, so we're calling upon the magic system. And you can spend soul points to increase the damage die. And then we will make it a random damage table like with Chaos Bolt. Godsmith Bolt. Chaos Bolt's a very different spell. Which unfortunately is not in the SRD or PHB. The defensive bonus. What if a defensive bonus? Thought. There is a spell. What if we let you cast... What if the defensive bonus was just that Eldritch Invocation that let you cast a Mage Armor at will? That could work. Because your AC is then 13 plus your agility. Just thought, why is Mage Armor like that? I'm just thinking about it now. Why is Mage Armor, whose entire thing is you're putting an enchanted magical barrier around yourself or another target of your choice? Why is it it's 13 plus your dex? I mean, it's plus 3 to your base armor. It's better than it's better than studded leather armor. But I just wonder, why is it not plus your spellcasting? think we'll still make it. I think we're still going to do the mage armor thing. It just might be that I need to consider the balancing of mage armor. What's better? What balance wise is better? Is it better to do 13 plus dex? Is it better to do um, is it better to do like 12 plus your spellcasting modifier? Effectively, you're getting studded leather, but whereas a rogue is gonna go studded leather with a dex build, you're gonna go mage armor with a casting build. Is that balanced? Is that fair? Studded leather armor isn't the hardest thing to get in the world. An ultimate. So what do we currently let you do? We don't. So you can make more spell slots. That's the thing we'd let you do. Oh, the thing is, penultimate is fairly late. It's like a. What level is penultimate? Penultimate revelation is 17th. So I can't do anything too drastic. Or I can, I just. Um. No, I have an idea. And then some form. Um. Soul form ascendant would probably be. I think it would probably be you get. What was it? Yeah, because it's entirely based on the heart form. Right, what I would probably do, here's my thought. You get, like the wizard does, a 10. You get the ability to cast 10 circle spells, but you only get one, whereas a wizard can get two 10th circle spell slots. Um, that's basically you become this ultimate magical thing. And you also. I'm not sure. I kind of have in my mind the ultimate soul form of a cosmic heart is you either look like the night sky, like different aspects of your body are denoted by different astral features, like maybe your hair looks now like a supernova, while your main body is like a star field and etc. Um, or another version could be you effectively look like that kind of black hole singularity disruption of light, but in the silhouette of your natural body. Or maybe you have aspects like that. Like again, maybe your hair looks like a nebula, but your normal skin looks normal, but your eyes are a star field, and etc. Like bits of your body get to have the weird cosmic effect. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, it might be just enough. That might be enough. Get 10 circle spell slots. Um, yeah. So here we want. Do is we will so now we look at the dragon heart. So um dragon heart obviously, so we've got to have dragon breath. Uh, dragon wings. Oh, sorry. But getting this weird kind of headache where it only kicks in if I turn my head in a certain way. It's really weird, but also really uncomfortable. All good fun. Oh, that's why we haven't technically copied over the whole thing. Um, so yeah, this will. So this one's gonna give us the template. Um, Pardon me. This one's gonna give us our ancestry. It's gonna give us a dragon heart ancestry, which we'll be referring to. Not sure what to do for defensive. I don't want to do scales. You get this fairly late. I might do a scales feature. So what we might do is instead of scales, we could do something to do with resistances. So wings, we want to do scales. We want to do dragon breath. So what encapsulates a dragon but doesn't encapsulate wings? Unless we'll make the wings part, but that is 17th level. It's a bit late for wings. It's a bit late for wings when we could give wings to you earlier. Could do. Which heart is my favourite so far? At the moment, probably Cosmic, because it's the one I have the most concrete idea what I'm doing. Having had a few days to kind of mull it in my head. Dragon will probably be very cool once I've got the flavour down of what I want Dragon to be. Um, Icon will be interesting, I think. Primordial Eternal will be alright. Phoenix will be alright. Legends will be interesting, because this is another of a promise that was made as part of a charity donation. Someone made the game design suggestion of Legends Reborn. So we're gonna see what we can come up with for Legend Heart. That's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be challenging. So I'm interested to see what we come up with. Outsider like dragons leans into kind of my preferred themes and aesthetics. That one will be fun. But yeah, I think at the moment Cosmic is the favourite, but that's because I know most what Cosmic will be. I don't have 300 ideas for a table yet, but I have an idea what the meat of the class is. Yeah, I'll be excited to see what I do for Legends. That's a future me problem. And then I think this shouldn't take too long. I mean, Soulshaped took me like a day, 2 days to come up with the actual class once I sat down with it. Like Soulshaped was shockingly fast for me to get out, which tells you how long I'd be bashing my head against eternal domains and like real life problems. By the fact that the moment I started a new class, where I was like, right, I've got the game's design ready. We've got a lot less subclasses though. This time I think it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which puts it towards the top end of subclass numbers, but not too high. It's high enough and gives some interesting ideas that hopefully people can run with. And then I think the next one we will do is martial artists. Just chill out, do some martial arts, come up with this combo die system. And then probably do World Shaper. I'll put it off for too long. At least it's not double digits. Yes, yes. I mean, sometimes double digits is fine. I think Arcanist got to just over 10. And I think Warrior got to 10. But they're kind of like archetypes of their shtick. Bard and Battle Channel only have 6 each. I think 6 is optimally 6 is basically the minimum I'm happy to do per class. If I can do each class has 6 subclasses, I'd be happy. The problem with Eternalist was Eternalist you didn't have a choice but to do a lot. Eternalist had the problem of, because you were effectively making a class about philosophies and gods, you kind of needed a lot of subclasses to kind of cover all the core facets. I said, I think I got them pretty much all covered. There's going to be some I missed, but I think I got like all the major sweeping ones. Admittedly, it's going to make it really hard to expand the list of domains in the future, but I do have some ideas. Um, I will say that now. I have some ideas. But the key thing is, if anyone goes to me, I want to play an Eternalist, and I sit there and go, cool, make a god of this, and it's like, I better not hear the words, I can't make one with this. It's like, fuck. I gave you 10 subclasses. Sorry, I gave you 20 subclasses. How can you not make a deity to suit your character with 20 fucking subclasses? One of them's got to be close. Might not be perfect, but one of them's got to be close. But yeah, I think 9 is reasonable. If I really wanted to, I could like cut out Icon, cut out Legends. To a degree, I could probably even just like cut out Dragon, cut out Phoenix, and do them later. Because what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe keep Icon or Legends. But I think 9 is a somewhat reasonable number. It's a lot less than the other one. Martial artist, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing for subclasses. I'm just gonna say that right now. I have ideas for the class. I have no goddamn clue what I'm going to do for the subclass. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm trying to think now, does anyone else? Scion, we already made some sorts of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pact Bound. I already want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think. Actually, no, Specialist won't be difficult. Specialist will probably be actually one of the easier ones. To come up with subclasses for. I think we'll make more than 6, definitely, for the Specialist. That's because Rogue is like fighter. It's one of the archetypes. World Speaker, I don't know what I'd do for World Speaker, to be honest. You obviously got to do one. I'd have to make a subclass to encapsulate each of the 3 core nature themes. So, turning into animals, making potions, and there was one other one. Can't remember. And then I'm going to want to do some subclasses based off the inner planes. We won't do the plane of lightning because we've got that planned for urban adventures with the machine one. But we still have thunder, life, and decay. So that's 3. That's yeah. We could get that 6. Slayer is nice and easy. It's pick a thing. Add the word Slayer to the end. Cool, that's your subclass. Oathsworn, Paladin, Deity, Evil, Nature. That's three. I'll probably go on Google and just type oath of and like the first six answers for oath of. Oh, I can't really do that because that'll actually just give me paladin subclasses that people have come up with. I'll have to like look up folk tales, like what do people generally make oaths about? Yeah, World Speaker isn't too bad because we have the entire concept of the inner planes. And one of my design ethoses is the outer planes the core class deals with. The inner planes are subclass only. So life, death, and storms will be subclasses. The only thing I might want to do is also it would raise us to 7, but I might want to do a world speaker subclass about summoning, just because I know that's one, at least currently classic druid playstyle is the summoner, so we might want to do something there. Oh god, Realm Walker will be another one. Oh, that's why I keep forgetting Realm Walker. Where the fuck is Realm Walker? Hold on. Hold on, what? Heading 3. That's why I keep forgetting the freaking thing exists. God, I kept going. Hold on, there's got wait. There should be a ranger. I've got Realm Walker. Realm Walker. It's got to have one about animal companions. It's got to have one about. Oh damn! What was it going to do? So the way the half cast is going to work is spell casting is optional. You get something else to replace your spell casting. And what it would mean is one of the subclasses actually really cares about you taking the spell casting feature. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Uh, oh god. Yeah, my chest infection hasn't completely gone away. Oh god. Um, sorry, eyes are watering a bit. So for the half-casters, like, how I imagine Realm Walker will work is you could pick between spellcasting, something else, and Animal Companion. And if you take the subclass Animal Companion, you would either get access to the Animal Companion feature as if you had picked it, which means you could go, I'm going to be a spellcaster and have an Animal Companion. Or if you took the Animal Companion and then take the Animal Companion subclass, it would mean your Animal Companion gets a buff. It would just get a static improvement. And the similar thing would be true for the other half casters. So Slayer, Lawmaster, Oathsworn, they would also all get a spellcasting is optional, if you don't take spellcast and get something else, and then you have these subclasses that go. So you pick this thing, cool, we're going to improve it. Oh, you picked a different thing. Well, you get the other option, but you get it weaker than someone who dedicated. Yeah. Um, it'll be interesting. But they're to worry about later. For now, I've got to worry about world speaker, martial artist. Well, I've got to worry about soul-shaped subclasses, world speaker, martial artist. I'm slowly getting there. My thoughts are slowly interlocking into the appropriate places in the cogs to make it work. What I've started doing in some free time, if I have a small amount of free time, is I've started coming up with the lore bits for the start of each of these. Not necessarily making the tables, but making like what is the question, what are the prompts for the question, what is the initial lore bit at the start of each class's chapter. Just shaving off some work of later, and also just starting to get the lore concepts of each class kind of percolating, and hopefully they will develop into proper class concepts and mechanical concepts. I mean, Soul-Shaped is interesting. Soul-Shaped. Oh, hold on, I need to. I should fix that. Yes. Um. Soul-Shaped is weird. I think I like where I've ended, where you have subclass features. Sorry, you have class features that refer to the subclass for how they happen, to keep the narrative going. Because there was a bit where I was like, I'm just going to give you natural weapons. I was like, cool. How does that work based off which thing you've picked? So I think this thing where you're directly referencing a part. Whoops, I forgot to unmute. Sorry, I needed to do a big cough. Right. So, what? I'm really happy with how this turned out because if I reference the subclass less, there is no mechanical telling that story of your transformation. And there isn't really a way to do it more. There isn't a way to reference this idea more. I think I'm happy with where we ended up. I think we've hit as I said, I think we've hit a good spot. It's odd, it's different, it's kind of weird. But I think this is the best way you could reference it without problems. Right. Okay. So I'm beginning to have a bit of a coughing, not fun times. So, but what I'm gonna do is, we are gonna finish for the day. I mean, for me, the main thing was actually checking that this thing worked, which apparently, yes, it does. YouTube, great. YouTube sent me a load of messages about my bitrate, so I might need to give that an investigation. But yeah, we're doing good, and hopefully this will mean more cool streams in the future. We don't just do games design. Anyone who's decided to visit us here, we also do FF14. We do other games. So yeah, they will start appearing. So, with that, I would like to thank everyone for coming along and joining us today. And we will see you all next time. Oh, before I do go, be sure to check the Twitter for stuff. I will also post on the Twitter when the Soulshaped goes up. Once I've done some of the subclasses, I'll be able to put it up on the Ko-Fi. Hopefully, I don't think I'll have it perfectly out for Pride, but hopefully very shortly soon. So yeah, thanks everyone, and we will see you all next time.